Hi y'all! Today I'm going to show you how to make gluten-free baked brie in puff pastry, or as the French like to call it, baked brie en croute. It's one of the most impressive appetizers you can make, and yet it's a lot easier than it looks. So let's get into it and I'll show you how to make it. The first thing you'll need to do before starting is to either make your own gluten-free puff pastry, and I have the best and easiest recipe for that. I'll leave a link for the video and the recipe, or purchase a store-bought gluten-free puff pastry. I've had those gluten-free puff pastries. They're not that great, honestly, but if you want to take the super easy way out, go for it. Use a store-bought one. Homemade is way better, but I understand we have to make everything ourselves, so do what you have to do. If it's frozen, make sure you thaw it out and just have it in the fridge ready to go. While your puff pastry is chilling, let's go ahead and make the topping. Add a cup or 110 grams of fresh cranberries to a small saucepan over medium heat, followed by a quarter cup or 60 grams of fresh orange juice, 2 tablespoons of real maple syrup, a teaspoon of vanilla, the zest of 1 orange, 1/8 of a teaspoon of cinnamon, a pinch of salt, and a pinch of cayenne pepper just for a little kick. And I'll cook this down until the cranberries pop and the mixture turns really thick and jammy, which will take about 6 to 7 minutes or so. Once they start really popping, I like to go in with my spoon, spatula, whatever, and you could even use a potato masher and just mash them up a little further. Take it off the heat and transfer it into a small bowl to cool completely. You can also refrigerate it to speed up the cooling process. Cut off about 1/4 of your gluten-free puff pastry and rewrap the rest and put it back in the fridge to use in another recipe. There's plenty of recipes. I have a list of them on my website. Start flattening it one way and then turn it and flatten it the other way, just until it's easier to manage, so it's not so tall. And constantly move it around and constantly flour your surface as necessary to control sticking. You want it to be anywhere between 1/8 and 1/4 inch thick when it's done, and then large enough to fully encase the wheel of brie. Transfer the dough to a parchment-lined baking sheet. And then unwrap the brie and place it in the center of the dough. Spoon the chilled cranberry mixture on top. And then carefully fold up the pastry around into a little package. I've also done this as a pecan praline topping, which is outstanding, and the recipe for the pecan praline one is on my website. This cranberry topping I thought was much more festive, so I wanted to give you something that you could possibly serve for Thanksgiving or any time, really. And I wanted to use cranberries and because cranberries and brie go together so well. So I'm going to place this in the freezer and preheat my oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. This isn't essential, but if you happen to have any leftover pastry dough that you cut off or whatever, you can cut out little shapes to go on top of your baked brie. I've got these cute little plunger leaf cutters that I like to use for the fall holidays. I made an egg wash with 1 egg, about a tablespoon of water, and a pinch of salt, and I'll just brush this all over the chilled pastry. Make sure to get it everywhere because this is going to expand a little bit in the oven. It is puff pastry. And then I'll take my leaves and add them to the top. And I'll put a little more egg wash on these too. And I'll bake this at 400 F for 30 to 40 minutes. Or until it's deep golden brown. I'll let this sit for about 15 minutes before serving it. I like to serve mine with apple slices. Apple and brie go together so well. Grapes, gluten-free crackers, dried fruit, or anything else I can think of, anything else that I happen to have on hand. It's one of my favorite appetizers of all time, y'all. My written recipe has the pecan praline topping that I told you about, but for this video, I thought I'd show you a little festive cranberry one. The cranberries are slightly tart and sweet and just perfect. Enjoy!